Welcome to another episode of I Am the Change podcast, brought to you by Dreams to Reality Incorporated, a nonprofit organization geared towards uplifting, inspiring, and empowering communities all over the world. I am your host, Michael Davis, alongside Mr. Jason Redmond.
Hey man, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, look, I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Want to first and foremost, man, send out condolences to Sharice Lovett. Her mom passed. She couldn't be with us today, so I wanted to make sure we definitely shout her out and let her know we're thinking about her. Our prayers go out to her and her family. But
absolutely,
Sharice got us a great guest today, man. And
yes, she did.
Hey, look, man, usually I'm the jokester of the group, man, but look, this guy's a comedian, man. So hey,
yeah, so he might outdo you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like I'm about to get overshadowed, man. So it's all good. So look, King Jokka, man, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. We're gonna get this thing off and running.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, my government name, which I don't normally go by, is D Mario.
All right.
I'm from North Carolina, from Durham, North Carolina. And I tell jokes.
Okay. All right.
You know, I've always been like the class clown, although I've never really gotten in trouble. So my mom thinks.
Right. Okay, we won't tell her.
Nobody. Don't tell her. But I enjoy making people laugh, man. I enjoy, just being a center of attention. Okay. I've been on this comedy journey now for a little over 2 years. Stepped out and just jump all in, go straight in, no holds barred,
How'd you get started? How'd you get started jumping out into comedy?
Like I said, I've always been like the class clown. And so I've always enjoyed making people laugh and whatnot. And then I got a job working with Durham Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
And so I've always been like the person who doesn't like to see people sad. So I crack a joke here. We have some things that happen with the patrons or the customers that come in, and I look like, how us Black folk make that face like,
Yeah.
And then we just go from there. And then, one of my coworkers was like, bro, you need to do this for real. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good where I am. Like, that's too much.
Right.
And so he was like, no, for real, you need to do it. So I ignored him. I was like, oh, he's just talking.
Right.
And so one of our customers would come in. She was a regular who would come in for one of the exercise classes. And I would always crack jokes and make everybody laugh. And she said, if you ever was to get on stage, I'll come and support, and I'll bring all my people with me. Mm. I ignore her too.
Okay.
I won't trying to hear that. Okay, I'm a behind the scenes type of person. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. So then one day I was just like, man, you know what? I don't know what made me do it, but I just started writing. And then I took a screenshot of what I was writing. I blacked out my jokes because I don't want nobody to steal my stuff.
Right.
So I posted that on Instagram, and then my homeboy, who was my coworker, he called me, was like, you need to come meet me here right now. I'm like, sir, it's 9:00 at night. Like, I gotta work. So I work school bus driver too.
Okay.
So I got to work at 5:30 in the morning. It's 9:00. You talking about come meet you now? He was like, I don't care about none of that. I need you to come meet me right here, right now. Okay. So we sat down. We sat down at a restaurant and we just started talking. And I was like, bro, like, let's do it. Let's jump all the way into this comedy joint and let's go right head first. No holds barred, no safety net. Just go dive straight in. And so he was like, I bet I'm gonna get you on the stage.
Okay.
So maybe a week and a half later, he called me, he FaceTimed me, was like, yeah, you're gonna be on this stage on June 29th.
This past June, 2 years ago, June.
No, 2 years ago, June.
2 years ago. Okay.
So, okay, cool. Because he's an R&B singer, so he does, he does shows all over. So he's used to this. I ain't.
Right. Right. Okay.
So he FaceTimed me, showed me the video. Was like, yeah, you're gonna be on this stage June 29th. Okay. So I accelerate my writing, like, yeah, we got to, because I already had, like, I tell jokes anyway, like that's easy.
Right.
But coming up with a set was like different. So
question. So what makes the set? What makes the coming up with a set different? Like, you tell jokes all the time. I know you always have like a setup.
Yeah. Thing. So it's more so a timeline. Okay. It's more so like telling a story. More so being able to connect your first joke to your last joke, or your middle joke to your first joke. So it's like it's being able to intertwine everything, your whole set together. Okay. To make it cohesive, because you don't want a bunch of punchlines. You don't want to just punch, because it's like, granted, you it's 1,000 punchlines that you can throw out there, but you want to bridge those punchlines or bridge those gaps together with some sort of commentary, and your job is to make that commentary just as funny as the actual punchline.
Okay.
Yeah, because I used to work at Good Nights down in Raleigh, and I saw a lot of comedians, and it was like the transition between jokes, like going into the next one, is super important. You know what I'm saying?
Super important, because the people are ruthless. You hear me? People are ruthless. They will boo. Get him off the stage.
Yeah.
They won't laugh. They won't clap. They won't.
It'll be like, just dead silence. Like,
oh wow, that has got to be. That has got to be.
Honest. That's the worst. That's the worst.
I've been there. I performed at a club owner wanted me to come and do a set for him. And I'm like, cool, let's, we can work it out, we can do it. And we get there, and the club owner forgot that we were coming. Uh-oh. That's a problem, because like you didn't plan space for us to be there. So it's like, what do we do? So initially I didn't want to do it. I'm like, nah, man, he forgot about us. Like, bro, who he think he is? Yo, like, who am
Yo, I'm King Jokka, man.
Like, wrong side.
Yeah. I'm King Jokka. Yeah.
So, and he was like, well, you can go on anyway between the band sets. Oh. And the band that was, right. Yeah. Wow. And the band, so this is the crazy part. The band that was on was a jazz band.
Oh yeah, bro. You're not getting those. You're not getting no laughs. Nah. That crowd. Nah.
So I get on stage and I do my opening joke, like, yo. And the people are looking at me like,
yeah.
What are you here for? I don't even know you. Can you get off the stage so I can get my drink? Ooh. So it was terrible. It was terrible. And so, like, I can officially say, like, I don't feel like I bombed that show, but it was a bomb show, because like I got no energy. Like, these people were like, who is this fat fool on the stage talking this nonsense, and nobody's paying attention? I got folks at the bar, they flirting with whoever, they ordering drinks. I got the waitresses in the middle of the floor dancing, and I'm trying to capture all of their attention, and nothing's working. Nothing. So I just dropped the mic and walked off the stage. I'm like, yeah, he forgot about us, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so something like that. Now, most time I would think that now. Let me say, for me, if I was in that situation, I bombed that set, I would definitely have stopped comedy. Like, I'd have never told another joke ever. But you kept going.
Oh no, absolutely. One bump in the road doesn't deter where I'm going to. Mm-hmm. So like I look at it like this: if I'm going down to Charlotte and they're doing construction on 85, just because I get off of 85 don't mean my destination has changed. I just got to go a different way.
Dig it.
Absolutely.
You know, so I've kept going for sure and booked a whole bunch of other stuff after that.
Okay. So how did you? Because like, all right, you say you started 2 years ago, so that was like right before the pandemic jumped off. So how
right
did you
before
pivot?
the pandemic?
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's like some crazy timing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, like I said, I started June 29th of 2019. 2019, I was, although I had just started, like I was booking a few things because some of my other friends was like, "Yo, you really did this." So 2019 from June on up, I was booking, a couple of shows a month going on. Then the pandemic hit.
Oof.
I was booked, to be honest, from about December all the way up until May.
Oh man.
Everything got canceled. And I was hurt. You know how hurt I was to send that Cash App deposit back. I was crying.
Oh man.
I was crying in the car.
Oh man. Oh man. So but you said from January to May?
Yeah, like I was booked almost every weekend from like January, from like the end of December to about May.
So you got a couple of
almost. Yeah. I was booked quite a bit. I did a lot of private events. I did a few open mics. I've done a few churches. Believe it, it was difficult, but I did a few churches. And to answer your question, how did I pivot? I started doing those little Instagram skits and little, parody videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they're fun. They're definitely fun to make. And just that pivoted me from being on stage to being behind the camera and, doing it that way. And I've been doing those, and like I said, it's been fun. I love it. It's opened quite a few doors.
Okay.
I've done competition at Good Nights actually a couple of years. So that's how I pivoted.
Okay.
So your social media jumping now.
A little bit.
A little bit. That's for sure.
I can say that I grew from about 400 followers on Instagram, about 1,600 followers now in probably 10 months.
Oh wow.
So it's growing.
Too bad for you.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So now it doesn't seem like you're kind of young. I guess
Am I young?
It's an older Olay.
Or does black crack?
No, it might just be the fact you ain't got no brain. Like that's probably what it is.
I mean, I ain't old. I ain't young either. I'm 33.
So 33 years old in the comedy game. 2 years in, you've gone through a pandemic. Like you've gotten in the pandemic. You started with the parody skits. Tell me something that you do that you think separates yourself from some of the other up and coming comics or YouTubers or influencers as they call young folks call them.
To be honest, I think what separates me is that I can do all three things. I can do the skits on Instagram and TikTok and all that. I can do actual stand-up comedy, dirty, no holds barred. And I can also do the clean stuff, So in my opinion, this is no shade, no tea to no social media, but a lot of the social media people can't do stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right about that.
And like it's easier, to be honest, to be behind the camera and do a skit than it is to be on stage to keep someone's attention.
Gotcha.
Because once you make that video and put it online, that's all you need. Your job is done. You just have to post it online. If you're on stage, you got, whether it's 5 minutes or whether it's 20 minutes, you got all that time that you have to keep their attention. Yeah. And that's not an easy task.
I'm about to ask you how long were those sets? Like when you started off with this, did the set start in 5 minutes? Did they grow to 15? That's a long time to be talking.
No. So like I said, my initial show, I think I did a 25-minute set.
Oh God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Geez,
Yeah,
first show.
My first show.
They threw you out there, didn't they?
Man, that's a lot.
I told you,
like that,
head first in the shallow end.
Oh my
no
God.
life vest. 25-minute show. And it was maybe 125 people at the show.
Oh God.
So yeah, we jumped straight in. You know,
Man, you jumped head first on that one, buddy.
How did that go?
Say that again.
How did the show go?
Oh, it was fantastic. That wasn't
a jazz. That wasn't a jazz show.
Yeah, that was.
Oh no. No. We don't mess with the jazz people. We lay them to the radio at NCCU. But it was great, man. It was great. You know, the crowd absolutely loved. They actually I have a couple of people who still talk about that to this day, which was 2 years later.
Uh-huh.
But you know, they still talk about it to this day. And actually, I post some of those clips because with comedy, like I don't want to post all my little clips because I might need to recycle those jokes, you know. But when I do post those clips, you know, people are like, man, I remember that was crazy funny. So, you know, it was a joy, man. It was a joy. It was exciting. Like I said, it was my first time, and I just
I mean, that's amazing.
Trey Songz that thing.
Man, that's a good way to start off.
That's dope. Oh, man.
So I see you got the merch jumping off and stuff like that. You got a website and everything? Yeah.
I don't have a website yet.
Okay.
Because I'm still new to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning and I'm still building, you know, as things come up, I'm still building. But I do have a link that I sell different merchandise on because I got different sayings that I say, and I throw that on the shirt in a minute. I will throw that on the shirt in a minute. Yeah. And I use that site mostly to put my logo on stuff and you know, sell that or if I have a new, like the Spreadshirt site that I use, like they have different merchandise and stuff. So I wear my own stuff.
Yeah.
So
rather
not to cut you off, Michael. So you do the
no, you good.
Too? I'm sorry, man, I did it again. I cut you off. You make your own apparel.
Yeah.
So you wait a minute. So you tell jokes, do apparel, and you direct and edit movies?
Now I don't know. Well, thank you for manifesting the directing the movies and the TV shows and all of that.
Yeah. I'm throwing that part out.
Yeah, go ahead. Positive energy. Okay. I mean, I do my own stuff, like my own, you know, edit my own videos and edit my own stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning that, but yeah, I do that.
Yeah, but you direct the skits that you do.
Yeah.
And you edit it and you put it out there.
Yeah, it's just me. I do.
Oh yeah, man.
I do all the parts.
Man, that's hot right there, man. That's the one-man gang right there.
I do all the parts. And my goal or one of my dreams is to have, like, I'm passionate about the young people, you know, the little kids and the teenagers for the most part, because once they get 13, like it seems like people just throw them to the left. But one of my dreams is to have like a team of people who specialize in that stuff to travel with me, you know, when I get to that point, or even now, like, you know, if they're learning that stuff, travel with me or help me out. And so they can get that skills so they can go on and do something different.
Man.
To edit the videos and all that good stuff. So once I get to that point where I'm able to help someone, you know, if they want to be a videographer or editor or something like that, we can film and I'll let them handle that. But as of now,
my man right here got talent. Like, yo, we got to put you two guys together because Michael Davis is a master when it comes to making logos, flyers, editing. Yo, he's sitting back all humble, not saying nothing.
Man, I do a little something. So yeah, we could definitely talk.
My man's talented. Yo, y'all should. Yeah.
I would. You know what I'm saying? Because we plan to put some movies together through the nonprofit. So it'd definitely be dope to get you in one of the films or something as well. You know what I'm saying, in the future, if you up for it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Show you the side of acting.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You can add that to the resume too.
I could be dramatic. I could be whatever you need me to be. Okay, I can give you a mean light skin face.
Yeah. Bring light skin dudes back.
Absolutely,
okay. Man. Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what it is, man.
I can do that.
So when did you start?
I'm completely.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
When did you start doing your own merchandise? Was it during the pandemic or did you like?
Well, I'm completely self-taught in this graphic video game, so it was more so. I mean, I guess a necessity during the pandemic.
Okay.
I needed to learn because I have all the programs. I got the Photoshop, I got the InDesign, I got the Premiere Pro, I have all that.
Oh yeah. So you in the game.
You know, what's the other video and Premiere Pro and something else?
Yeah, After Effects.
After Effects, I got all that.
Cool.
I got a whole Adobe suite. So it was more so a necessity during this time where I, hey, let me put together a logo real quick and let me put it on the shirt so when I go out and perform, I ain't got on it ain't Gucci, but you don't know who I am,
Right.
I mean, it's better to recycle that money into your brand versus somebody else's brand. You know what I'm saying? That
for sure.
Isn't gonna benefit you at all. So
for sure.
Yeah. Like you got basically your t-shirt has your business card on it. So if somebody wants to follow back up with you, they saw you at the show, they get a chance to talk to you. They can remember that shirt and they saw you, King Jokka.
Look him up, bro. Let me look up King Jokka real quick.
And I always brand all of my videos, all of my everything has my name on it. Even my hashtag. You can hashtag King Jokka and his face pops up.
So King Jokka, that's the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. That's everything, right? All right. So I want to know so I can put it up in the details when we post the video and everything. Get some attention to King Jokka, man.
So,
I'm out here in these streets.
You outside.
That's what's up. So are you just doing the comedy thing now, or you still got your full-time job and stuff like that?
But comedy don't pay that much right now.
Okay. I mean, I understand.
I still need some benefits. Okay.
Facts. Right. I hear that.
Somebody still got to pay these lights and this phone and this rent and all that. So I still got the full time.
I hear you. That Kevin Hart money coming soon, though, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't forget the small people. So the goal is too, man. That's all I ask.
Just shout DTR podcast. Yep. When you blow up, just shout us out. That's all we ask.
I got you.
Hey, I got you. Man, gonna help you get that website so you can get that print on demand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that's like I said. I'm working on all of that. It's a process. It's a process. So
absolutely.
So what's next for King Jokka?
What's next is continuing to grind. Continuing to go out and do these open mics, these comics who probably need to quit, but that's not for me to decide. But continue to doing these open mics and continue to book these shows and get myself out there and established and continue to work, continue to work hard and try to make it,
So I mean, I would imagine stuff is starting to open up now. So are you starting to get some shows like in the makings and stuff like that since everything opened up?
Yeah, I definitely am. Like I said, the Instagram really opened up a lot of doors for me, but also doing I just did the contest at Good Nights. So that opened up a lot of doors. I did a open mic at a couple of open mics here in Durham, and that opened up a lot of doors for me. And just connecting, that networking, that people discount that network, but that networking and that talking to people is
Networking
powerful.
is super important, and entertainment in general. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did music, or I do music, I go to shows, I network as much as possible, because like that's where you really make those connections to line up for more shows, more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's super important.
And it's not necessarily what you know or how funny you are or your knowledge base or whatever. It's
who you know.
So getting out and definitely talking to people has helped a lot. But like I said, just grinding out, man. Just grinding out, continuing to write jokes. I'm actually working on right now. I have a booking for a clean comedy show. So I'm working on the clean comedy set.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna.
Is that harder for you? Is that harder for you to write clean material versus just kind of let it all, you know what I'm saying, not have to put that limitation on yourself?
It's I wouldn't say it's harder. It's more, you have to be more creative.
Gotcha.
Because you have to figure out ways to say what you want to say without saying what you want to say.
By using explicatives.
Yeah. So, it's definitely opened up the creative juices. And I have some creative juice to make me flow a little bit better. But it's fun because, like I said, it challenges you, it pushes you to a different level that you may not have been able to go to before. But I enjoy it. I've done a clean comedy set. I did a, what was that? 20-minute comedy set at a church. And so I was almost in hell. I was almost there. Step back a little bit. Brought me right on back, and I'm still here today, okay?
Amen.
That's what's up. Now, did you get a good response from the church crowd?
Yeah, but I booked it like 4 more times after that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that was
right.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah. It was dope. And then a social media guy reached out to me just off of posting my video clips and was like, I'm going on tour. I want you to open up for me when I come to the area, which will be sometime September, October, he's thinking.
Gotcha.
So
wow.
And he's actually local, and he's pretty big in the social media. So, just to be able to book, or just for him to be able to reach out and like, yeah, I want you to open up for me because I think you're pretty dope. And haven't met me in person.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. That is.
That's a good start, right there, man.
Yeah, so you got something, man.
Yeah. So you ever thought about doing like a up and coming comedy special? For like folks that are like in the comedy game less than 5 years, out here grinding like yourself, put them on stage. Kind of like how Tiffany Haddish did with her special.
Yes, I have. The venues they want to charge
a lot
2021 prices for 1993 facilities. And so like
1993 facilities.
Yeah, they still got rotary phones and they want,
oh, man.
they don't have Wi-Fi, and they still running knob and tube wiring and stuff, and they using
don't do it. Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard to find a place that is in line with what you have, because you can talk, people can talk a good talk all day long.
Right.
Yeah, this, that, and the third, and I guarantee I can bring you this, and this, but at the end of the day, money talks, you know.
Yeah.
So like the money is no issue, to be honest. But like I don't think I want to pay $1,200 for 3 hours of a show. You know, I don't. That's not in my spirit. You know, that doesn't agree with my left or right brain to paying $1,200 to book your venue for 3 hours. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I do have people who right now are willing or waiting to get on the show, and so I have some people behind the scenes working to make that happen.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I wish y'all. Hey, look, man. I wish y'all all the. I want to say continued success because but you're still just starting and grinding. I wish you all the climbing steps and prosperity that goes along with this journey. No more jazz clubs with the jazz.
No more.
No, we are not performing at Miles Davis club not a single more time.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
I pray everything goes. Like I pray you hit your stride, man, and we get you back on the show. And it's like, man, I mean, when you first came on, man, yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely. You know, I definitely will be back for sure.
Yes, sir.
And you know, this journey is, if it's not straight up and down, you know, and I don't want, like, there was a point in time where I was getting like frustrated, like, man, you know, this is not going this way, this is not going that way. But then, you know, I took a step back and it's like, it's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs, it's gonna be lefts, it's gonna be rights. You know, as long as you're consistent, as long as you're doing your thing, like the people gonna come, the numbers are gonna come, the money's gonna come. Mm-hmm. So if you're just consistent and doing what you're supposed to do and doing what's here, everything else will fall into place. You know, and that's one lesson that I've learned personally with this journey. Like I'm seeing people who are in a different space than me, mm-hmm. doing different things that I think that I should do, but we're on different paths, you know. So, you know, it like I said, it was frustrating at one point, but it's like, man, we're on two totally different, especially the white comedians. Like the white comedians, you know, they're not funny. Like I went to a show and nobody laughed. No. And you know it's bad when the entire audience goes into the building to order food and you're just telling jokes to the comedians that were there. But
wow.
You know,
yeah.
This journey is definitely not for the weak, not for the weak-minded, and not for the lazy. Definitely not for the lazy, because it's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work and a lot of thinking. Yeah. A lot of thinking, yeah, because
absolutely.
No, great.
I was gonna say what works over here might not work over there. So you got to be able to think quick and think on your feet. And I think that's one thing that really sets me apart too, because I'm very quick with it. And so, you know, I can make a joke out of anything.
Hey, look, hey. All I gotta say, man, is I'm excited. When Sharice told me about it, I'm like, a comedian in Durham. All right.
In Durham. Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's get it on.
You know, trying to do what it does, you know.
Hey,
trying to show the world that Durham got some talent outside of basketball and football and hillside drama.
Yeah, man.
Right.
What's up?
So look, man, I'm not gonna take your line this week, Michael. I'm gonna let you go.
Nah, that's all. Nah, we dubbed that your line. Nah. From here on out, that's all you. That's all you.
So look, King Jokka. So what we do, man, before we end these sessions, man, we ask our guests who's come on, drop a little nugget for the people that are watching at home, give them a little something to hang their hat on for the week of inspiration. So give us a little something.
Cool. Well, like I said before, people may be on different paths in life. They may be on different journeys. But we're all going, we all, at the end of the day, we all got one destination, and that's success.
Okay.
And I was telling my brother a couple of weeks ago, I said, if you're familiar with North Carolina, I-40 and I-85, they both go to Greensboro.
Mm-hmm.
So if our destination is Greensboro and you're on 40 and I'm on 85, just because we're on two different paths doesn't mean that we're not going to the same destination. Just because you're on 85 doesn't mean that you're right or wrong. And just because I'm on 40 doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong. We're on two different paths. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we all got one destination, and that's to success. I personally don't know anybody who does not want to be successful.
Right.
Just because we're on two different paths in life, just because we're on two different journeys in life, just because we see two different scenes in life, because the scenery on 40 is completely different from the scenery on 85. Absolutely. Just because we see different things and have a different experience does not mean that success is not near where you're going. So like I said, if I can drop anything, stay on your path, stay on your journey, stay on your course, because at the end of the day, your course is designed for you specifically. If you get to a point where you try to venture off into somebody else's lane or somebody else's course, you may venture off into something that you're not prepared for. So your journey right now, you're prepared for your journey, you're prepared for your path, you're prepared for your success. So take your journey, take your path, take your success, and have that tunnel vision, because at the end of the day, you're going in the right direction.
Hey man, look, that's a shirt right there, man. Stay on your path, right, man.
Stay on your path.
Yeah, that's a shirt right there, man. That's definitely a shirt.
Stay on your path.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If you make that shirt, man, I only want 10%, man. I don't want a lot.
I got you. I'm gonna send you the link.
I got you.
Absolutely.
Hey man, well, look, again, thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate you being on. And it's been.
Thank you for having me.
Oh no problem.
Man, it's been a dope episode. It's been great hearing about your journey. Before we take this thing out, can you drop your social media and any other outlets you have so people can get in touch with you and check out your comedy?
So my Instagram is King Jokka. And everything else, it depends on the platform, because some platforms don't like the dot, some platforms do like the dot. But if you type in King Jokka, this face gonna come up, and that's on Facebook, that's on Twitter, that's on Instagram. Is that Snap? Any platform, TikTok King
Jokka. All right.
Yep, and that's me. Anything. You can even hashtag King Jokka and this face gonna pop up. So any platform. My Instagram has my direct contact information. So it has my email, my phone number. Well, not my real phone number, but has a phone number to contact me. Yeah, because we're got to play it smart. Got to Google Voice. Okay, Google Voice. That's the number you're gonna get. But it comes to me. So that my Instagram has all my contact information. Feel free to drop an email, drop a text, drop whatever. I'm here.
Okay, I will get on your email because I want you to send me a link for your merch, and I can also put that in the details on the show and everything, just in case somebody wants that direct link.
Okay, will do. I will do. Like I said, just hit me up and I'll make it happen.
All right, sounds good. All
right, man. Well, I'm gonna take it, Mike.
All right. Well, if this is your first time tuning in, please like, subscribe, and continue to follow us on this journey. If you've been following us, keep on rocking with us because we got a lot of exciting episodes to come. I'd like to thank my co-host, Mr. Jason Redmond, once again.
Hey, no problem, brother. No problem at all.
And I'd also like to thank King Jokka once again, our amazing guest. I know you got a bright future in this comedy thing, man. Keep doing your thing, keep grinding, keep shining, you know what I'm saying? We are Dreams to Reality Incorporated, a nonprofit organization geared toward uplifting, inspiring, and empowering communities all over the world. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. And remember, our goal is not to be better than anybody, but together we can achieve better for everybody. Thank you. Have a good night.